Hi, what's good? Today we're making vegan buttermilk pancakes for the first one. So you want to take 1 teaspoon of vanilla, put that in a bowl, and then take apple cider vinegar and put 2 teaspoons of it into the bowl. Then you want to take your oat milk and get half a cup of that and pour it into the bowl as well as a tablespoon of oil. Then you want to whisk it all up, make sure it's frothy, but don't whisk it too much. After you finish whisking, leave it on the side for 5 to 10 minutes. Then you want to grab a big bowl, put half a cup of plain flour into it, put 2 tablespoons of oats, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then a teaspoon of baking powder, and you want to mix that all up. Put a pinch of sugar into it and then combine the mixtures together. Make sure you combine them little by little to avoid big clumps, and make sure to use a whisk. Just keep mixing, it's gonna be a while. And then make sure to cook it on a pan, and here is the finished product. I put some agave on it as well as strawberries and chocolate syrup, and look how beautiful that looks. Let's make some vegan French toast. So you want to have some brown flaxseed, put a tablespoon of that into a cup, and 3 tablespoons of water to make a flax egg. Then you want to mix these all together. I think I made mine too clumpy, but it worked out in the end. Then you're going to grab a bowl, 1 cup of oat milk, pour it into the bowl, and then grab cinnamon, put as much as you want, and some sugar and vanilla as well, and mix this all together. Add your flax egg and make sure to use a whisk to remove any clumps it makes. Then grab 2 pieces of bread and soak it on each side for 1 minute. Grab the other piece and soak it as well. And then you want to cook it on a pan until it's brown on each side. And here's the finished product. I put some strawberries again and my chocolate syrup, which will be later in the video. Just pour it on there, just watch the ball. Then I grabbed some maple syrup this time and poured it on. This was the finished product. Look how scrumptious that looks. Now let's make some vegan crepes. Grab a blender and put a cup and 3/4 of plain flour into that blender. Then you want 2 3/4 of a cup of plant-based milk. Here I used a mixture of soy and oat because I ran out of my soy. Then grab your avocado oil or any oil and put 2 tablespoons of that into it. Then I grabbed 1 tablespoon of sugar, then some vanilla, then blend it all up. Then you want to pour it over the pan and make sure to spread it thinly. And then I cooked it for 2 minutes approximately on each side. Make sure to flip it over. Chocolate syrup, I have 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of cacao, and 1 tablespoon of water, and I make sure to mix it all up to remove all of the clumps. And here is the chocolate syrup. So for the crepes, I put a peanut butter in the middle, then I put some berries in the middle. Normally I like to use strawberries, but I didn't have any, and then I roll them up. I made 3 of these. Then of course I spread my chocolate syrup all over it. As you can tell, I'm obsessed with this syrup. It's actually pretty good. Then I grabbed some agave, of course, and here's the finished product. On to my favorite, acai bowls. No matter how cold, I will always have acai bowl. So you want to put some frozen bananas, frozen mango. I honestly just make up the quantities, just pour it all in there, and 1 packet of frozen acai. Then of course you want to blend it all up. This blender was really bad, I got a new one, but I didn't film in the new one. This one left some clumps, but it's still yum. I put some homemade granola, and then I put some coconut flakes onto it. Then of course have to put some nut butter, so I put it all in there, and here's the finished product. Easy, simple, and of course yum. Now let's make some cheesy pudding. So you want peanut butter, chia seeds, oat milk, agave, and of course vanilla. So you want to put 1 cup of chia seeds into a bowl. I'm making these for 4 people. 3 cups of oat milk or any plant-based milk, 3 tablespoons of cacao, and 2.5 tablespoons of peanut butter. Then you want to put 2 tablespoons of agave and make sure to whisk it all up. Always make sure that there's no clumps of cacao left. And close it up and refrigerate overnight. So the next morning I make sure to layer them up to make them look all nice. So I melted some frozen raspberries in the microwave and made a little parfait out of it. So here it is. And for stovetop granola, 1/4 cup of oats, pour that onto it with a lot of cinnamon, as much as you want. 1/4 cup of pepitas and 1/4 cup of crushed walnuts, and mix that all together. Put 1/4 cup of coconut flakes and 1 to 3 tablespoons of agave and cook until toasted. Put it in a bowl with some fruit and pour some plant-based milk over it, and there you go, quick and easy. It's a quick and easy breakfast idea. It's just a vegan yogurt parfait. So I put some plant-based yogurt into a bowl, scoop it up all in there, and put some agave for some added sweetness. Mix it all up, put some frozen raspberries or any frozen fruit you want, and put homemade granola, and there you go, quick and easy in the morning before school.